Yeah, g'day there. So, righto, boys and girls, I'm here to talk about wheel studs and wheel nuts again. And I know I keep banging on about this subject, but the message is not getting through. I cannot stress how important this is. Watch this video, try to understand what I'm saying. Your life depends upon it. I'm tired of seeing people post about their wheels falling off. So, you're going to say to me, well, what's your credibility? I don't really have any, other than cars my thing. I'm not a mechanic, I'm not an expert, but I know a thing or two about swinging a spanner. Now, I've been involved in motorsport for a very long time, done a lot of rally. I got a state championship trophy to prove it, if you don't believe me. There it is, I'll show it off. Done a bit of off-road racing as well. And one of the key, most important things that we do before we go out on a stage is check the wheel nuts are done up to the correct torque. Most teams have a whole process around doing this to make sure they don't forget to do that. Now, I'm hoping I'm not going to get taken to court for defamation here, but I've just had this vehicle, my Land Cruiser, into Toyota 4,000 k's ago. I've just taken the wheels off to give it a clean. Come with me, I'll show you what I found. Oh, fair dinkum. Oh, seriously. God damn it. Now, all of these nuts, except for two that were actually a bit loose, were way over torqued to the point where they started to bind the two metals together, as you can see there. They've stripped out all the threads. You can see all the metal that's been left behind. They're a mess. It's an absolute mess and a disaster. Now, the manual states very, very clearly in two spots in the book that I know of that there's very, very specific torque settings for both steel and alloy wheels. So you can imagine my surprise when I got out my biggest rattle gun. Couldn't even undo the wheel nuts. I thought, oh, hopefully it's only one or two. No, it was the whole lot, all bar two. And those two were well under torque. I'd go so far as to say they were a bit loose. So it was every wheel, every single wheel. Oh mate, it's probably, I can't remember whether it was a Friday, but sure it was a Friday afternoon job. Probably wanted to get home, whacked them on, just over torqued them, just whacked them on with a rattle gun. All the seats are damaged. I can actually put my fingernail in some of the grooves, like quite deep. You can see on some of the wheels where they weren't even centered. I did think it had a bit of a wobble. I just thought maybe it was time for a tyre rotation. But turns out they probably weren't sitting on straight. So my guess is he's rattled up the first nut and then gone around and rattled up each one after that, which is completely the wrong way to do it. Like I've said before, always do them opposites. And do them in at least 3 stages so that they seat before you tighten them up. And that way your wheel's on straight. It's not going to come loose. But yeah, I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. Yeah, so additionally, they haven't cleaned the surface before they put the wheels back on. You can see the damage from the grime in there. There's 2 broken clips on the hubcaps. There's bits of metal that were just coming out everywhere off the wheel nuts and probably off the rims as well. It was absolutely everywhere. Old mate's given it a good whack as he's been trying to put it on, which is, not very professional. There's another area where the surface is damaged. You can see how the nuts have been binding here, and the grooves, and how they're off center. There's another one. He's just driven them in, or whoever's done it, she maybe, or who knows. They've just driven it in so hard that it's actually grooved into that sheet and absolutely wrecked the rims. Like, I just don't feel like I can use these rims again confidently. There's a good groove there. Like, that is a good, 1/2 mil deep. You can see the binding. They're so tight. It's just, there's a whole, other video on why metals bind, but doing them up tight like that, yeah, not good. So let's have a look at how much damage has actually been done here. This is a nut that I've taken off today off the wheel. You can see how much slop is in it. That's how much it's stretched. You can move it around. The nut and the stud are clearly not doing their job. So they're no good.
They're nearly all like
Chuck them out. So let's take a look at one that's brand new. So this is a brand new stud and a brand new wheel nut. Check out the difference. There is virtually no play in that at all. That's how they should be. That's how they're designed. That's what the tolerance should look like. When you over torque them, you stretch them, and they fail. Your wheel falls off. A torque wrench, people. It's not that hard. They're not that expensive. Just get one. So basically now, I'm not going to put these wheels back on. I think they're too damaged. I'm even going to get them checked by a professional. Personally, I don't want to use them, so I'm now looking at 4 new wheels, and they're not cheap wheels. I'm looking at probably having to do studs all around, because I don't know if I can trust the studs anymore. I need new wheel nuts. I've only got 3 spares left. And basically, I can't move this car now. I can't put these wheels back on. I don't want to. The car's stuck here until I can get some new studs. I don't want to progress until I've got someone's opinion, like a professional opinion, mainly so that I can go back to Toyota and say, well, I've had a second opinion. And hopefully they'll foot the bill, but highly doubt that's going to happen. But anyway, we'll see. So there you have it. Like, needless to say, I'm extremely disappointed. I would have liked to keep taking my car to Toyota for a service, but just purely from the warranty point of view and the fact that it's Toyota, servicing a Toyota vehicle. But I mean, if the experts can't get this right, what are we supposed to do? Now, there are good mechanics out there. I know quite a few of them, and I will probably be taking the 3-hour trip now to have my vehicle serviced by one of them. But it's just something to really be conscious of. Check your wheel nuts, don't trust them. Ultimately, it's your life, or the life of somebody in your vehicle, or the life of somebody that's in the firing line of a wheel that comes off, and it's happening too much. It's purely just because people just don't understand the principle and the risks behind not doing the process properly. Check your torque settings, check all your studs and wheel nuts. Like, I don't know how to get this message through. I don't want to get hit by a wheel. I don't want to be stuck out in the desert missing a wheel. Anyway, I'm banged on enough about it. I don't know what else to say. Anywho, thanks for watching.